bring you the powerful story of Judith Raanan, a Chicago area mother speaking out for the first time after enduring 2 weeks as one of those hostages. She and her daughter were the first hostages to be released after the terrorist attack on October 7th. Judith went to Israel last September to celebrate her mother's 85th birthday in the land where she was raised, a land she loves. She came back, changed forever. And tonight, she is sharing for the first time what happened to her and her daughter in an effort to help bring the rest of those 100 hostages home. The ordeal began while Judith was vacationing with her teenage daughter, Natalie, in the Nahal Oz kibbutz in southern Israel, just half a mile from the Gaza border.
It was October 7th. You and your daughter were staying in a guest house on the kibbutz?
Right. We stayed in a guest house, and I did my prayer very early in the morning. Then I went back to sleep, and I slept very, very deeply. So I did not hear a lot of the things that were going on around me. So, yeah.
Judith says she was awakened after her mother called her daughter's cell phone, warning them not to go outside.
I specifically stood up and started walking towards the room of my daughter. And that was also the moment that a rocket hit the bedroom where I was.
The terror attack had begun. Israel estimates more than 1,000 Hamas terrorists invaded Israel, committed a massacre of 1,200 people, and took hundreds of hostages.
Could you hear any of the gunfire and the explosions?
Yes, we heard gunfire. We did not hear any planes above us. We only heard shots from far away. Mm-hmm. And then until I heard some Arabic, and I understood that I have 2 minutes to explain to my daughter what is about to happen, and I did.
What did you say?
Well, I simply said, honey, do you remember how you see in the movies, those guys that have all this military artillery and stuff? They come with guns and all. So that's what's gonna come through the door, so don't panic.
You told your daughter not to be afraid. Did that work?
Not to panic, because I knew that panic is really not suitable for this situation. If you panic, you can be shot. And the best thing is to see what's next.
What happened next?
Well, 2 guys came in with full artillery, very frightening, very big weapons, with a big bomb in the size of, I'm not good with cars, like the car battery, you know, that box, that black box.
Right.
They had all kind of stuff in their vest, and they had a special hat, and they had a full artillery, very well equipped. They did say, we're not going to kill you.
Did they all have masks on their faces? Or were they showing their faces?
They had masks and some didn't. I don't recall anymore. He kept on threatening with a gun to see if there's anybody in the room, although it was a very tiny room, and he was yelling that. And I was with my pajama, and my girl was afraid. She said, Mom, I'm afraid to be raped.
That fear was well-founded. Hamas is known to use sexual violence as a weapon of war, and just last week the UN confirmed what had already been widely reported, that there is convincing information Hamas has committed rape and gang rape against its hostages.
All the evidence of the rape and the murder.
We've been covering it a lot.
I mean, this is really just not... Even people from us are saying this is not the Quran, this is not a behavior that we accept, this is not, should not be by anyone, okay, it's not, just not acceptable. Mm-hmm. We cannot live like this. This is against humanity. I'm asking God to give the wisdom to the people that can have influence to stop this and to release our people first of all, if they're still alive. And I'm hoping they are. We pray for them every day, morning and evening, and all day long, basically. I will not have peace until they're all out.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.